Hey there, everyone. What is going on? As always, I am Bobathan. I'm here with my co-host, Zach. Two big guys, one thick podcast. I'll get it down eventually.
Every time.
I'll get it down eventually. I promise I will get it down eventually. What is up? We are here for our weekly podcast. There's a lot to talk about this week. You got sports returning. I mean, you didn't compete, but there are hundreds of thousands of people who did Mr. Beast Riddle this week on through YouTube and Twitter.
Did anyone win?
Yeah, one guy won. He hasn't tweeted out who it was yet, but he left the riddle up.
True.
So there's that. New episodes of lots of shows dropped. The Umbrella Academy, How to Sell Drugs Online. A new anime dropped on Netflix. I don't know if you saw it, if you have any interest in it.
I didn't see it, but
no,
is it a new anime or is it like?
I think it's a Netflix original.
Sure.
Toradora.
Oh, Toradora? That's not a new anime.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Season 1 was added to Netflix. So,
Toradora.
I don't know. It just showed them dotted out. It didn't show the actual name.
No, it's a pretty old one. It's from like the 2000s.
Oh. Right now you got arguments on Twitter of what's better, Harry Potter or Star Wars, and then Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter is better than both.
I don't like Lord of the Rings, but I haven't read the books, and I'm sure
Lord of the Rings is poo.
I'm sure there's an argument to be made that it's like better writing.
No.
Not that J.K. Rowling's a bad writer. It's just.
Oh, new Twilight books coming out.
Yeah, I have no interest in
that. No, neither do I. I just saw it on Facebook yesterday.
Speaking of bad writing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what brought it to my mind. My video from yesterday was a banger. Got almost 200 views.
What was it?
Trying the shitty food from.
Oh yeah.
Man, I was so sick the rest of the night.
Why?
Because of that food.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
was it actually that bad?
Yeah. I was not.
You just coughed and then said you felt you were like sick, so I was like, oh man.
Oh no. I've always had a cough.
Well, that's not good.
I have really bad asthma. I had allegedly growing up, and then my dad doesn't think I have it anymore, but I cough nonstop. So, no, and then what else? Oh, TikTok almost got banned in the States. It's been a big week. First of all, though, how has your week been?
Not bad. I mean, I didn't really do much.
Sawyer, shut up. You didn't do much? Oh, he's muted. No. You didn't do much?
No, not really. Just
played video games and watched Fairy Tale?
I actually, honestly, neither of those. Mostly just watched like the sports that came out.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then other than that, nothing really.
What did I do this week? I think I'm in the same boat. I had a list of things that I was going to do all week. I accomplished like none of them. I did manage to fix my stream though, so that's good.
What was wrong with it?
The frames were constantly dropping. So every stream, like every 2 seconds, it was lagging, and I figured out how to fix that. And I did Mr. Beast Riddle. There's that. Spent 8 hours just to lose on the second last step. For those of you who haven't heard about it, or for those of you who don't know who Mr. Beast is, like my parents who watch this, Mr. Beast is one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. He gives away a lot of stuff, a lot of money.
You talk about him so much, I'm surprised your parents don't.
No, yeah, they don't. Mr. Beast created what he claimed to be the world's hardest riddle. They actually thought it was going to take till like September to get answered. And it got solved in 8.5 hours.
They like consult like riddle writers and stuff like that. They just did it themselves.
No, they like some of the steps. I don't know how we got to the next step. I was just in a Discord with a bunch of people, and if I didn't have other people, I wouldn't have got to the next step.
Oh, true.
Like I think it was like the fourth step or the fifth, one of them, like towards the start. he gave you a link, and it was a custom link to your IP address, and you had to scan all these QR codes, and one of them would bring you to the next step.
Oh, true.
And the page was infinite, so it just kept going and going and going. And so in the Discord, I met this guy. His name was, I'll give him a quick shout out. His name was...
So you cheated.
No, there was no cheating. Joe
You got help.
Machow, who taught me how to code, so I could code so I could put the website into a code, and it would scan all the QR codes for me. So I let that run for 5 minutes. It scanned over 500 QR codes, and it wasn't until about the 175th that mine was the right one. So I would have been at that for hours.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so that one was tough. And then the very next challenge, so they gave you an emulator phone. And on the emulator phone, they said any phone numbers you find in this, you call on the emulator. Don't use your actual phone.
Zach, you want some food?
No, I told them no. I'm not hungry.
So they gave you this emulator phone, and they put a dictionary on it as one of the steps. And you had to find the 6969, so 6,969th word
Did you
in
find
their
it?
dictionary. So someone gave me another code to run through Python, and it was mad slow. But someone who was so far ahead leaked the answer, so we just got it. And so halfway through the riddle, Mr. Beast goes, yeah, I tweeted, yeah, this is probably going to get solved tonight. We didn't think people would actually help each other. We didn't have that much faith in the internet. The Discord I'm in must have had at least 100,000 members.
Jeez.
It was
just everyone going at it, eh?
Yeah, so there's a lot
How much was it for again?
$100,000, and you get to be in a video of his.
He probably gives you more shit.
Yeah, exactly. So no, fast forward to the fourth last step, and they made a broken Flappy Bird game. So you had to play Flappy Bird, but it was broken, and it was so bad. And you had to get to level 103.
Jeez.
And most people weren't getting past 50. So someone wrote a code to get the bird past 103. And then so we got past that. And then the next step wasn't loading for people. And we realized that you needed to have a dash at the end, because there was two versions of the website. One that didn't have the dash at the end and one that did. And so people were just spending their time spamming the one that didn't. They were hitting refresh and wondering why it wasn't loading. But someone pointed out to me, add the dash, and I did. And so it was an Apex. This whole thing was sponsored by Apex Legends. So there's a lot of Apex stuff. And it was one of the guys, I think it was Coster, on the left side, and then you had this button. And it was stop it exactly on 69 seconds. And
True.
I fucking did, and it
wouldn't
go through. I was so mad because apparently the next two steps were mad easy. So even if I just got that and then I submitted my name as someone who completed it, still would have been cool to have completed it.
Yeah.
Even with all the help and everything. But that glitch. I'll throw it up on screen, show you I actually got the 69 seconds, but it was a pretty cool experience. Like I said, I saw this guy post in the Discord chat that you have to code it, and I had no idea how to get it to work. So I messaged him, can you teach me? And he's like, you know what? Maybe you'll do better on another step that I can't do. So I'll teach you now if you help me later.
And did you? Yeah,
the guy, he messaged me an hour later. He's like, man, I went to go shower. Can you tell me how to catch up? And I helped him catch up. He was still on step 9, and we were on 22. And I just sent him the mass list of answers.
Jeez.
It was really interesting. The chat, it would have been difficult if I didn't have help, because I wouldn't have found some of the URLs. I wouldn't have put two and two together.
You would have struggled for sure.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I hope he does more. Apparently, there's one online that's been up for years and it's never been solved. I don't know what it's called.
True.
I could find it in the Discord, but apparently it's Same thing, $100,000, but it's never been solved. And that means sure as shit that I'm not going to solve it.
No, if you couldn't do that one.
The
horse's name was Friday. That's the answer.
Pardon?
The horse's name was Friday.
I just don't know if the other one's like a riddle like Mr. Beast was, because Mr. Beast was more like a scavenger hunt through the internet.
Yeah.
Or if that one's like an actual riddle. So
True.
No, but I saw Zach's text beforehand. You're not gonna win. You're dumb.
And I was right.
You were right. But I learned how to code. Kind of.
Not really.
I learned how to
Someone wrote a code for you and it was like,
I learned how to use code. Just take your cookies and insert it into the code. No, but that was fun. And then we'll move on we'll move on towards sports now. Have you been enjoying the sports being back?
Man, the NBA kicked off with a bang. For sure.
The Clippers and the Lakers.
The first two games were both really good. And the Clippers-Lakers game was nuts. LeBron hit. Well, it was not nice of it.
I saw it,
shot, but like he was trying to draw the foul. It was a good play. Great defense on the next play too. Locked up Kawhi. Then
I saw that.
George. Great play.
That was nice. So I'll read the scores from yesterday and today. I thought we were going to do this earlier, but it's now 7 p.m. So yesterday the Heat beat the Nuggets. The Jazz lost to the Thunder. The Clippers dummied the Pelicans. The Pacers beat the 76ers. And the Raps beat the Lakers. How was that game?
The Raps-Lakers game was good. Raptors played really well. I mean, Anthony Davis and LeBron both didn't really do much, didn't have much of an impact, so that helped. And
that was good.
Honestly, Lowry played amazing.
Yeah, I saw he popped off. Roy tweeted that he 1 second.
He's the new king.
Yeah, let me read it word for word. I think this is confirmation that Lowry is the best player in the league and possibly the GOAT. Outperformed LeBron in every category and got the W.
It's facts.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that argument.
Lowry's the best.
Oh. And then today,
always has been.
We got the Nets beat the Wizards. The Celtics beat the Trailblazers. The Spurs beat the Grizzlies. And the Kings are currently losing to the Magic. Did you watch any basketball today?
I haven't, actually. I was going to watch the Boston-Portland game, but I went to work out instead.
And then we can flip over to the actual entertainment, the NHL.
I have not watched a game. I will watch the Leafs game, but I have not watched a game.
Yeah, and the Arkells are performing.
Okay, yeah, that means that's cool.
So
are they even allowed to, are they like performing remotely? Are they even allowed in the bubble?
I'd assume so.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the Hurricanes beat the Rangers. There was a nasty hit in that game. The Blackhawks killed the Oilers. I mean, it ended up 6-4, but they were up like 6-1 at one point. And the Blackhawks shouldn't even be in the playoffs. The Islanders beat the Panthers 2-1.
Well, it's not the playoffs yet.
I mean, they shouldn't be, kind of.
Did they have a mathematical chance of making the playoffs?
The Blackhawks? I don't believe so. I think there was like a 1% chance.
Then they deserve to be there.
No, they don't.
Yeah. You can't kick them out if they had a chance of making it in.
No. I believe Buffalo still had a chance and they didn't get in.
Maybe they just went based on who people would rather watch.
The Canadians beat the Penguins in OT. And the Flames dummied the Jets 4-1 in a game where Matthew Tkachuk apparently sliced Mark Scheifele's Achilles, and I think it was on purpose.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe he didn't slice it on purpose, but maybe he hit him on purpose.
There's a debate on.
Did he kick him or something?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, true.
I just read the comments from Paul Maurice, the Winnipeg coach. I've read some of the comments from Bob McKenzie and Darren Dreger. They don't think it was intentional. When I was watching the Bruins game today, the guy on the intermission says he's not sure how he feels about it. He said it looks bad, but it probably wasn't intentional.
Achilles injuries are rough too.
Yeah. Oh, well, same thing happened to Eric Carlson a few years ago when Matt Cook did it to him.
Yeah,
Matt
there's a
Cook's
bunch of
also
Achilles
a filthy
injuries
piece of shit.
in the NFL or NBA. But
And
different
then
sport.
today you got the Coyotes upsetting the Predators, and so that's now a 1-0 series. And then in the round robin round, you got the Flyers dummying my Bruins 4-1. You know the best part about this is though? I hope Boston loses all 3 first round games.
Why? So
So they go against the fucking Montreal Canadiens in the first round. Take on the Boston will go from winning the league to playing the last place team.
How did Montreal get in there if they're the last place team?
They were the last one to squeak in through the bubble.
Oh, true.
Yeah. They made it just over Buffalo. Yeah, there was a 2-point difference. But yeah, so sports are back. That's been really nice.
Sports have been back. Just your American sports are back.
Okay, no one gives a fuck about your shitty soccer games.
I think lots of people care. I think
Nope.
more people care about the Premier League than the NHL, and that's just a fact.
Nope. They all suck. All those people suck. As I mentioned before, Woj is free, according to the score. A big week for Call of Duty fans. The new season drops. That means you're going to get another 200 gig update.
Yeah, I'm not. We'll see.
You're going to download it. You know you are.
I don't even. I'd have to delete a game. I'm at like 96%.
I actually don't know how big it is. So don't. But they said again. They said again that you can't.
It shrinks.
It
yeah,
shrinks.
But
you
I'd
also
have to delete a game just to fucking.
No, you don't. All you have to do is go in and delete the campaign and delete the specialist mode, and then you're good.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. What's the specialist mode on?
It's co-op.
Oh, I don't have that downloaded anyways.
Yeah, so no big update there. Anything you want to talk about sports? How's Chelsea doing? They lost last night.
Well, they lost the FA Cup final, which was brutal. First of all, Pulisic scored a great goal, but then gets injured. So does Azpilicueta. So that's tough because we got a Champions League game coming up. So if they stay injured, that's going to be rough. Plus, horrible reffing. He was handing out yellows like it was nothing. The Kovacic second yellow was the softest thing I've ever seen. Barely touched him. Gets a red card. Anyways. But Aubameyang scored 2. The penalty was a nice goal. Good run. And the second goal was beautiful. So I'll give it to Arsenal. I'd rather make Champions League than win the FA Cup anyways. So
can you not do both?
Well, yeah, we already made Champions League, and then we could have just won the FA Cup. But it meant more for Arsenal because they didn't qualify for Europa or Champions League. So if they win FA Cup, they get to Europa League. Okay. But since we won Champions League, since we came fourth, we get to go to Champions League, which is better than Europa League. Okay,
I'll pretend like I understand.
Yeah. Anyways, basically, all it would have meant for us was we get the trophy.
So
for that, there's more.
I had one question, but I erased it because we can just discuss that ourselves someday.
Is it a sensitive question?
No, but I didn't know how you'd feel answering it on
true.
Podcast, so didn't put you in that position. So the new season of the Umbrella Academy is out. I'm 9 episodes in. Honestly, infinitely better than
the first season.
Infinitely better.
First season was extremely average.
This was really good so far. Lots of twists and turns that I didn't see coming at all, actually. But no, last night we were talking about who we think the best power is. Whose power would you take out of the Umbrella Academy? Out of the 7? So you
got Luther's. He looks gross.
You got Luther, who has super strength and looks like a monkey.
I definitely take what's his name? 5.
5?
The teleporting?
Yeah, teleporter.
Yeah,
time travel. Yeah, I like 5. So you got what? You got Luther, who has super strength, looks like a monkey. You got Klaus, who can control the knife. It's only the knives. I learned that. He has a set
Are
of
you
knives.
sure?
Yeah, because
That's
without the
trash
knife,
then.
yeah,
I
without
thought
the
it was
knives,
anything he threw.
yeah, I don't know why he's number 2, but he is. I don't remember who 3 was, but you got Ben, who's dead, but
Well,
has
they're not ranked on
yeah,
like
they are.
power, are they?
Yeah,
Oh, is
yeah,
that what it is?
yep. Not. I think it wasn't necessarily power. It was who would be the number 1, kind of like with my hero, with who's the number 1 hero.
Oh,
But
true.
that's how he ranked them. Um, I don't remember who 3 was. Whatever. You got Allison's
Isn't it?
power.
Yeah, isn't Allison's like?
Maybe.
Isn't she 3?
Maybe I don't remember. Allison, who can say I heard a rumor and get anyone to do anything she wants.
Yeah, that one's mad OP too. I might
Um,
take that one actually. That one seems mad useful.
you got 4, who would be Klaus then if Allison's 3. Klaus, who can summon the dead. And then
Yeah, but he didn't even know he could do that until like
yeah,
last season.
yeah.
So he was pretty much useless before that. So I don't see why he would be 4.
Then Ben would be 4, and then Klaus would be 6.
Yeah, that's probably what it
Ben,
was.
Ben, whose powers were he could summon tentacles out of his stomach, but he's dead. But he's still helpful because Klaus summons them. Then you got 5, of course, who can teleport. 6 in Klaus, who can raise the dead, and 7 in Vanya, who's just incredibly overpowered and just blows shit up constantly.
Stupid strong.
And no
but
one
I wouldn't
can,
want hers. Hers
no,
seems.
you can't control it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Phoenix from X-Men. Actually, that's exactly what I put it as, but
Except the Phoenix was way stronger.
yeah. Well, I mean, Vanya's caused 2 apocalypses now.
So the Phoenix power did too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Phoenix has 2 of the worst movies of all time. So.
Yeah, but that's.
Ellen Page is in one of them too, isn't she?
She's in X-Men. I know
Yeah.
that. I don't. Yeah.
She's in The Last Stand. One of the worst superhero movies ever.
Yeah, The Last Stand is terrible.
No.
It's crazy how that X-Men franchise is because there's some great movies and there's awful movies.
Yeah.
Like First Class, I love First Class.
First Class I like First Class and Days of Future's Past.
Yeah, both of them are great. And then there's
Apocalypse.
Movies like Apocalypse, and then there's what's it called? Like the Wolverine one where he's
where Deadpool for the first time with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That one's bad.
One's awful.
And then you got the second one, which isn't bad. It was just boring.
But then you've also got Logan, which is great. So
Logan's one of the best superhero movies ever released. I will argue that until the day I die. But while we were discussing this yesterday, you actually ignored my text message about it. I was a little salty.
You send like different messages about different topics like in a row, so I just answer one of them.
Yes, because that's how I text. So we talked about Umbrella Academy powers, but I grew up reading the Percy Jackson books. I'm pretty sure you've read the first 5, right?
I've read a couple of them. I don't know if I've read all of them. I don't know how many there are. So
10.
Yeah, I haven't read 10. I've probably read like 3 or 4.
So, but what Greek god would you choose?
Oh, we've talked about this before.
Have we on here?
Not on here, but like in general.
I don't remember this.
I can't remember who I said.
I said I'd take Hades or Poseidon.
Yeah.
Because water's cool, but like raising
Poseidon would be dope, but like, yeah, I don't really. I feel like it's kind of.
I feel like it's just like Aquaman 2, where you're limited to the water for your power.
Yeah.
Like all the Aquaman memes from Family Guy.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not even true to that sense.
But yeah. No,
I mean, maybe like Ares, like son of Ares or something like that. But
see, I feel like you'd probably be like a son of Athena, because you're somewhat smart.
Goddess of what is she? Wisdom.
Wisdom and battle strategy.
True. Yeah. I mean, like, but we're saying if I had a choice, who do I think I would be, or if I had a choice?
No, if you had a choice, who would you pick? Ares.
Oh. Yeah, maybe Ares or like. I don't know, Hermes. I want to fly.
I want to fly.
No, I don't know.
Then daughter, son of Zeus.
Yeah, or like Nike or something like that. Isn't he like an angel?
Nike's the son of Zeus. Or
Is he?
daughter of Zeus, sorry.
Or is she? Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah, she's the goddess of victory.
Yeah. Roman, I believe. No, Greek.
Greek, yeah.
Goddess of victory. And I believe.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to be like dummy OP, you could just be the son of Zeus or something like that. But...
Yeah. Well, that's why I take the other two major three, because I think Zeus is mad OP. All three of them are, but like
yeah.
Zeus is such a common answer. Like,
yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, because like he's clearly the strongest. I mean, can I be a son of Kronos and then just be a Greek god?
No. I didn't say Titan. Okay. So, moving on. Hypothetically, would you rather do something you hate for $250,000 a year, or something you love for $50,000 a year?
$50,000 a year isn't even livable anymore, though.
That's-
Like, where am I living?
No, that's just a question. There's no context.
Well, because like if I have $50,000 a year, and is my wife earning income?
There's no context.
Like, I'd rather do something I love, but not for 50 grand, because like that's not livable. So I take the 250.
I think I could. Yeah.
How could? Because either way, if I take the 50 grand and I can't live, I'm not going to be happy. So
No. So
I'd rather be happy with my home life with the 250 and hate my job.
Yeah.
So I'll take the 250.
Man, it's crazy. I agree with you. I'm in the same boat. It's crazy how many people have told me going forward, like whether it be my dad and Debbie or my brother and his girlfriend, and they all say they all know these lawyers who hate their lives because they're in law, and they're always. And I'm like,
it's true. It's a high stress job.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of work. A lot of them hate it.
And I'm like, well, let me get there first and see if I hate it, and then.
Well, it's also like they've got a big drug problem in law too. There's a whole host of issues with it.
Drugs.
I think it all depends. Whoa, brand.
Sponsored by.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I think it all depends on what type of law you choose to get into as well. Like if you're doing something mad boring like tax law, but you make a ton of money, it's like.
I might be bored, but I'm making millions.
Yeah, but also tax law is like super boring.
Yeah.
Unless you love it and you're into that stuff, then I don't.
No, it's so funny because there's so many people that are like, oh, you can go into this instead and you'll enjoy yourself. And I'm like, I haven't even got to the law part yet.
Yeah.
Let me get there and decide if I. And that's what my sister keeps saying. She's like, well, maybe you'll finish your paralegal program. And in your co-op, you'll like it. And I'm like, if that's the case, that's the case. But I still want to get to the law part.
Yeah. Well, paralegals are allowed to practice law.
Yeah.
They're just not allowed to call themselves lawyers, and they're only allowed to handle certain types of cases. Yeah. In Ontario, their parameters are actually a little bigger than most places. Like in the U.S., they're not allowed to do. I'd assume. I don't think they're allowed. They
can't go to trial.
Yeah, and here you can like defend a.
Wow. The Ontario average paralegal salary is $45,000 a year.
Yeah, not much.
That is 20% down from the national average. That's crazy.
And they have a lot more and they have a lot of responsibilities too.
That's crazy.
And you still have to be like verified by the Law Society and all that stuff.
It's nuts. No, it's crazy. But like I said, going forward, that's what we both still want to do. At least I think that's what you still want to do.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. I don't know.
No, who knows?
I think, who knows what the future holds.
Yeah, you got a whole year off. I don't know. I don't know how you're gonna do it. You're gonna be so bored.
Well, I'm gonna work.
Who knows?
Well, who knows? Yeah, with what's going on. I imagine the economy shuts down again once the second wave hits.
Man, I've contemplated getting a job at like
Walmart or something.
Yeah, or Sobeys or.
Oh.
But
I think Solomon did. Shout out Solomon. He got a job at Walmart, I'm pretty sure, or like a grocery store.
Yeah, and like Sobeys wouldn't be bad anymore here because Sobeys used to be 24/7 here, but
It's
it's not
also
anymore.
crazy too, because like the stuff that is available, that's like kind of in our field, has like thousands of applicants now because everyone's looking for work.
Yeah.
So it's
What
like,
can we
geez.
even do with our degree? Nothing.
No, pretty much nothing because we don't have any experience either. But
Yeah,
like, there is some stuff like a lot of it needs like secondary degrees or stuff. Like if you want to
exactly.
be like a legal clerk or stuff, but there are stuff like research consultants and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Victims advocator.
Are you looking them up?
Yeah, no, I have it
Like
saved on
the
my
lawyer tab? Yeah.
yeah, I have it saved and I've looked at it a bunch of times. So that's just a couple.
The best is my sister. So we know a bunch of people in Crim, and Kelsey graduated from Crim at Laurier, and one of the options is mall cop, and I laugh every time I see that.
Well, it's actually kind of good because it's like you can if you get into like mall cop security, it's like it looks good as like experience
Yeah,
if you're trying to become a cop. I think I'm pretty sure, anyways, and I think it actually pays like in terms of like jobs that like you would get
yeah,
in terms of like working in a grocery store, like those entry
yeah,
level jobs. Like, I think it pays pretty well, but
yeah.
I
See,
don't
it's
know.
gonna be so weird if, like, say I do get a job at Sobeys, the pay cut's just so big.
Yeah, and the work is probably like way less like
Entertaining.
entertaining and like more physical labor
Yeah. So
that you're gonna just be like, screw it.
fuck this. Yeah. Um. No. Moving on. I got one more question, which we talked about earlier today. Um, but if you had 15K to spend in an hour, what would you spend it on?
This I don't know. Like I'd probably get a bunch of clothes. Depending on when it's coming out, I'd get the Xbox One S or Xbox
Series X,
Series
yeah.
X. You know, maybe the PS5. Oh, I'd get a PC for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's
maybe
5K, 4K down, 5K down.
maybe some external hard drives. Well, depending on how expensive the clothes are, I'm getting like if I'm getting nice suits or something like that, that's a good chunk of it out. You know,
You
but
wouldn't
like
buy suits now.
the sidemen in the sidemen video, they get like they get 100,000 between each all of them. They
Yeah,
get
Mr. Beast did it too.
100,000
Yeah.
each. Yeah, and they buy stuff for each other, and there's ones for themselves, and like they struggle, dude, because it's like
Oh, yeah, Mr. Beast said he gave them all credit cards.
mhm.
I think they each had 100,000 on them. But if you didn't spend all 100K, everything went back.
Wow, yeah,
And
that's crazy.
and
Well, I just go freaking buy like
they bought
cars and shit.
yeah, one of them bought two cars. And that came to like 50K.
Only 50.
Yeah. They
That's so
didn't
cheap. What the hell?
Yeah, and
You
then
can't buy. What kind of cars is this guy
they
buying?
weren't bad. They were like
I'd buy.
both $25,000 cars.
Yeah, I'd walk in with like
Gotta think in the States too, cars are cheaper.
yeah, and like I was thinking like I guess like you have to get the credit checks and stuff too, especially if
Yeah.
he's paying credit card.
Well, I'm sure they pre-did all that because
Yeah,
he has a dealership he goes to every time.
true.
Because he also opened a free car dealership there through the same guys where he just paid for every car, which is crazy, man. But I know the one guy they bought like 10 iPads, 10 Macs, 10
Oh yeah,
iPhones.
the Apple Store is definitely a hit up
Yeah.
if you've got to spend money quick. I definitely get the brand new iPhone,
Yeah.
maybe a new computer. I'd want a new computer, but I don't want to go through the effort of like putting all my stuff onto that computer. Even though it's not that hard, you just put it on an external hard drive and plug it in. But it's like, man, I don't want to do it.
And see, like, you don't even think about it this way. You don't need to bring your photos over. You don't need to bring your.
No, yeah, I know. iCloud's all backed up.
Well, no, not even that.
It's on your phone. And
Just put it on your hard drive, and you can keep your other computer clean. Like,
yeah.
There's nothing like maybe when we were in school.
Maybe I'd get an Apple Pencil.
Yeah,
They're actually kind of expensive, dude.
I know. They're like $129.
You've looked, eh?
No, I just looked because when I was looking at getting an iPad before I won this one,
I'd actually probably get a 6-speaker too.
Yeah, before I was looking to get this, the one I won, I was looking at the iPad Pro when I was looking at what to get with it, and that's why I said I had the Beats with them that we were talking about earlier, and then I was gonna add the pencil, and it's like another $129, and I'm like, fuck that, this is already expensive enough.
Yeah, you can just get one of those pens with like the grip at the tip.
Right? I have,
at the end.
The work's given us like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
No, how is it? Go ahead.
Good as new. I was just gonna say works good, just as good.
I don't think there's anything special about the pencil.
I think there's like certain features that you can probably have on it. But
Yeah.
nothing groundbreaking, I don't think. I didn't even think they still sold them, but I guess they do.
I think they
people
come
probably
with
buy
some.
them.
Yeah.
I think people probably buy them when they get the iPad, you know.
Yeah, the Pro at least. I don't
Yeah.
think it works. It's compatible with the other ones.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Apple Pencil. Oh, there's 2 versions.
Jeez. That's what they do now, man. Everything's 2 versions. You want the Solo 3s or the Solo Pros? You want the Apple AirPods or the Apple AirPods Pro? And it's like a huge markup too.
Man, what is this? Like, what does it do?
I'm sure it like does something with
wireless pairing and charging, attaches magnetically, double tap to change tools, pixel perfect precision, tilt and pressure sensitivity, no lag, and free engraving.
It's just
Okay, bye.
It's just an overpowered DS stylus. That's all it is.
Right?
DS stylus on
There's
roids.
chicken nuggets on the stove, apparently.
Are they tossed in sauce? Because if not, don't want.
I'll go toss them in sauce.
Last dab?
No, my
The
dad.
bomb?
So we had my sister over for dinner yesterday because it was her birthday on Friday, and then she brought the baby, of course, and
Yeah, I saw on your video.
Yeah, he loves the baby. They were. My dad made homemade pizza and wings, and he had one that was just regular barbecue sauce on the wings. Then he had some hot ones. And he's like, yeah, I also put a little bit of the last dab on one of the wings. And I'm like, I know you didn't, but that's not even funny.
The last dab's not even that bad.
No, I'm going to bring it up next time.
I'll eat it. I ate it last time.
Throw it
I
on
think
your
it's good. It's pretty hot though. Once you eat a couple of them, and then it's not right after the bomb, you're like, okay, this is pretty hot. Because like right after the bomb, you're like, oh, this is nothing.
No, it wasn't.
For me,
I still died.
And also, it ruined my stomach when I had the 5. Yeah,
is the absolute worst thing I've ever done.
The thing about the bomb is it doesn't taste good at all.
No, it tastes like fucking acid.
The last dab has flavor. The bomb doesn't.
Yeah.
But that's one of your challenges for missing videos.
Not a fucking chance. Not at all.
If we get 10 likes on this video, you'll do it again.
if this podcast gets 1,000 likes, I'll do it again. So the 7 people getting this far in the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna go advertise it, try and get it.
I'll add the timestamp.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just watch this part and then like.
Yeah.
I don't know 1,000 people, so.
I think, yeah. I don't know them, but I have 1,354 subs.
Look at you.
1,356.
I was trying to like unsub and sub and unsub and sub during your thing to watch the thing move, but it didn't do anything. Oh,
the counter.
Yeah.
The counter only changes around, it rounds up.
Oh,
so,
true.
Actually, I wonder if right now it says 50 or 60. I don't know where the cutoff
also, every time I unsubscribe and subscribe, it doesn't do anything to my name it doesn't add my name at the bottom anymore.
It did a couple of times and then it stopped.
Oh yeah.
Because I can see on the streaming website, or like the streaming app, it shows Zachary blank subbed. Andre subbed a couple days ago.
Just now? He wasn't subbed to you before?
No, neither was Josh. Josh subbed 4 weeks ago.
The disrespect.
I mean, Josh has 2 accounts too, so.
True.
My best video in the top 10 is for 1 day, 1 hour. Is still the Coke and Mentos.
That's crazy.
Ours is
people love those videos, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I just passed 2,000 views on it. No, I'm 20 views away.
Go watch the Coke and Mentos video, guys.
And then I have my TikTok video that's deleted because they made me take it down. No. You'll be in. No, there'll be one more in between then, but you'll be in one of the next upcoming videos.
For what? We'll see. Let's talk about it later. But
no, I'm gonna slime you.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
You know
the slime used to be edible, apparently.
Did it?
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but I read that somewhere. Because it was like made out of like
cornstarch and
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I saw David get slimed, and I'm like, that always looked cool, but I
think it would be cool. You just go, shower, change. It'd be cool because you won, right? Like,
yeah. I have
and you know it's coming. If you're gonna win. Like, if you're nominated, you probably bring an extra pair of clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone gets slimed when they win, so you know it's coming. But I would hope if I were to ever win one, it'd be during the phase where I had short hair.
Not your long hair.
Not my long hair. Because when I
just keep your hair short.
No. Team choice.
Listen, you're not winning one anytime soon.
They're in August every year.
You're not winning it anytime soon, buddy. Don't worry.
I'm winning a Team Choice Award in the next 5 years.
What if your channel were to blow up and I were to win one and not you?
For best supporting cast on the channel, I would probably cry.
That'd be pretty funny.
I would take the keyboard I buy you when I hit 500,000 views, and I would snap it over.
How close are we to those 500,000 views?
You got a while.
Nowhere close.
No, we're at 400,000 and something, or maybe just under.
So that's a lot of views.
Channel. You are 103,000 views away.
So much. You just need one video to blow up.
Right? Maybe it's going to be the video where I sit in pasta for 24 hours. Or maybe, hopefully it will be the Rage Room video. I'm really excited for that.
Stop shouting out your video ideas.
I don't care.
Gonna know the comment. No one's getting this far anyway.
Let them get hyped. No. I think we're good now. I think it's been fun so far. Man, Max Holloway's a big gamer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came second in he came like second in the first round of the Nick Merckx tournament on Friday, whenever. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. You see the Hamilton? The Muppets did Hamilton.
Yeah, I saw that. Apparently, it's hilarious, but like, I've never been a big fan of the Muppets.
Me neither.
Yeah. So I don't know. That we might get some hate for that, but
I mean, whatever.
I've never liked any of them.
Hey, I mean, I'm a self-admitted I'm not the biggest SpongeBob fan, so
yeah, that's wild.
I don't dislike SpongeBob, but Fairly Odd Parents was better. I don't care.
What SpongeBob has done for meme culture alone is just goated. But
Fairly
also,
Odd-
it was my favorite show when I was a kid. So
Fairly
Fairly
Odd
Odd Parents is
was
great too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the difference. People were watching SpongeBob, and I was watching Fairly Odd Parents.
I mean, people were watching both.
Not me.
It's not like they were on at the same time. They're
No,
usually
me.
on one after another.
Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron was
Yo.
goated too. That crossover was goat too.
Yeah. And the classic Scooby-Doo movies, also great. Scooby-Doo and Cyberchase, the best Scooby-Doo movie ever released.
Oh my god, Mark is obsessed with the
That-
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, and then there's this other one like the Three Witches or something like that. That one's fire.
Oh, I know what he's talking about too.
Yeah.
Your light got really messed up.
The Sun.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're wrapping it up anyways.
There we go.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if we hit 5,000 subs by December 31st, I will tattoo my logo on my arm.
And if
along
we
with my
hit
name.
500,000 channel views.
Zach gets a piano, not a piano, a keyboard.
No, too late. You already said it.
Oh, Zach gets a keyboard. Yes. And if we hit 2,000 subs by the end of September, we'll do a $200 giveaway.
Woo! Can I enter it?
I mean, you're one of my subs. I mean, if you win, though, it's going to look mad sus. I remember the first giveaway I did. I did the odd, like, because you can just pick a random subscriber.
Yeah.
And it was fucking Roy. And
That's funny.
I'm like, no, we can't do this. This is sus.
So why didn't you just do it again?
I did. I rolled it again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. I think his name was like Chris something. He
True.
won. Yeah. No, but that's it. Everything I said stands. Please like, share, and subscribe. Say bye, Zach.
Peace.
See ya.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, there you go.